Hello to all of you, to all our attendees. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where you are located. Thank you for joining this virtual open day for the Master in Insurance and Risk Management. Here's a little bit of our agenda. So what we have today for you. So we are going to start introducing our school, MIRM Trieste School of Management. Of course, then we will go immediately to talk about the Master in Insurance and Risk Management. And within this master program, we will talk about the ranking and accreditations, the career development after the master, the financing opportunities, the applications and admissions process. We will also be talking about Trieste, so the city that hosts our school. And we will end, of course, with a questions and answers round where you will be able to write your questions in the chat or in the Q&A panel, and we will answer them live after we finish our session. So to go on to start, in fact, I'm going to start introducing the team that we have here today with you. So I start with Federica Seganti, who is the program director of MIRM. MIRM, let's say it since the beginning, MIRM is Master in Insurance and Risk Management, so a short way to call the program. Federica Seganti, program director. Then we have Maria Antonietta Barone,
nice to meet you.
The program manager of the program. We have Barbara Bidotto from Career Center and Corporate Relations of the school. I am Gisela Chiarella. I am a Communications and Recruiter Officer. And we also have Tommaso Cortivo, who graduated from MIRM last year in the 25th edition of the Master. And we have Omar Melis, which is a current student of MIRM. So he is now studying in our classrooms. Next, what about MIRM Trieste School of Management? So we are a nonprofit consortium for academic innovation. Our school was founded in 1988 by academic and business partners. So we have more than 30 years with experience, and basically experiencing what do we offer at MIRM Trieste School of Management? We offer MBAs, different MBA programs, but also specialized master programs. We also offer corporate masters and executive education. And all our program offerings are accredited among the world's top programs. So they are accredited and recognized also in not only in Italy or Europe, but globally. We do think that what sets MIRM apart is our international environment, not just in the staff and the faculty, but also international environment within our students in the classroom. We also have a strong corporate partnership that we will go through the partner companies of the school after. And also we have an eminent faculty. So here at MIRM's faculty, we have the core faculty of the school, the visiting faculty, and the adjunct faculty. We will be also talking about that later. So we say that MIRM Trieste is a hub for preparing effective global managers. And now I'm going to give you just some insights, some numbers. So as I was saying, we offer MBA programs, specialized master programs, open programs, and executive and custom programs. What about students and alumni? So by now, currently, we have more than 4,000 graduates all over the world, which are our alumni worldwide. Students and alumni represent more than 100 countries, so from really different parts of the world, from all the different continents of the world. 55% of our students are international. In last year, 2024, we had over 200 participants in our different degree programs, and also over 1,000 participants in the executive programs. About the faculty that I was mentioning also before, so we have more than 70 professors, mainly lectures, testimonials, and managers from also different 10 countries of the world. And our partners, so we have over 100 companies that are partners in recruiting and also training. And we also have global partnerships with international schools. Here you can see some of our pictures of our premises of the school. You can see the one classroom of the school, one of the classrooms we have in the school, some of our gardens, parts of the garden of our school. Now that the days are getting better, we are having lunch outside, and now that it's not very cold. This is our main salon. So we host different events in this main salon, and also we host the graduation ceremonies, and also we have a bar, a cafeteria. So this is just to give you an idea of what the school looks like. So having introduced this, I will give the floor to Program Director Federica Seganti to start talking about the Master in Insurance and Risk Management.
Thank you, Gisela, and welcome to this open door online of our master and of course of our school. The Master in Insurance and Risk Management started in 2000. We have the 26th edition nowadays running, and it was founded with the aim to guarantee an international perspective in insurance management and help to develop insurance competence, both in terms of hard competence but also in soft skills competence. The Master was founded thanks to the collaboration of the main important Italian insurance company that are also international company like Generali and Allianz, just to make some example. And in the last 25 years, we have been develop the master program, not day by day, but surely year by year, because the goal is to update the master program every year according to the needs of the companies and the business and the real business activities. For this reason, our program is and our activities is a mix between, of course, lecture, but work in groups to share experience inside a classmate and with other MBAs or executive is a real combination between models and real business life. And this is possible thanks to our faculty, and because it's a mix of core faculty, more academic professor, but is blended with a lot of managers, executive and top managers coming from our partner and sponsor company to improve the capacity to apply models in the real business activities. And this is more or less what the Master Insurance and Risk Management is. We offer a double degree. This is an important thing for some aspects, because the Master, of course, is a master program organized in a private business school with a very high quality standard certified by our accreditation system, but is recognized by the public system too, and give you a public certification recognized by the Italian government. And this is important from some aspect, like to obtain visa, to participate to public tender, and so on. Going on, okay. Here we have some key points, and our master program is mainly a full-time 1-year master program, but in the last years we start with a part-time solution just to help participants to customize the participation of our master program, in particular for who are employed in our partner and sponsor companies. As you said before, our international students are in average 50%. The language, of course, is English, starting day 1st of October of this year. And we offer a hybrid formula too. That means that, generally speaking, the master program is on campus. But for people that are employed in an insurance company or in a financial institution, they can attend partially or totally online. And generally speaking, they attend in a part-time formula too. Of course, where Trieste and online on. Teaching areas. The teaching areas are divided just to give you a picture of the main topics that we are developing during the master program. Fundamentals that are not the basic, but are the fundamentals like accounting, financial mathematics, introduction to risk and insurance, that are the important topic to be able to go into the other area where you are more specific, like insurance business management is how to manage and how is the governance of an insurance company. Insurance actuarial management, that is a topic more quantitative that help you to understand how to develop an insurance product, how to define the price, and so on. Risk management, that is part very important for all the companies, not only in insurance sector. All the companies have to evaluate the internal risk of the company and then decide if this risk have to be shared with other partners, like, for instance, banks, insurance company, or financial institution. In the last more or less 10 years, we have introduced a new area that is business innovation. Business innovation offer courses focus on insurance, but generally speaking on the business. And finally, leadership dynamics and accountability. That is not a course, but is a track that you have to go on and to pass through individually and with some group activities and in thanks to lectures, and help you to develop your skills in an international context and in a context that you have to be very flexible and resilient. Okay, finally, I would like to underline these two points that are the evaluation given by our stakeholders, like students, HR, and graduates that are involved in doing the ranking of our master course. And we are very proud to be nowadays 6th at the worldwide level. And the accreditation. The accreditation is a system that certifies the quality, evaluated the quality of the master program. We have an accreditation, EFMD Global, that is a 5 years, that is the most important accreditation. And only, as you can see, only 133 programs in the world are accredited in 39 countries. And then we have also the Italian accreditation that is asked for, and consider that, as Gisela said before, all our master programs are accredited and certified. And this is very, very important to understand that the quality and the capability to give you a return on investment. Right?
Right.
Yes.
Talking about return on investment, we go through the list of the school strategic partners, as you can see from this slide. Of course, we just underlining and named few of them, the most important ones. It's not just a matter of focusing on the insurance and financial industry, but as well working together with Big Four companies and as well other industrial companies, of course, not named here. Just to show you how the school is really linked to the business world. So as well as Federica was saying before, the program itself has been designed together with the collaboration of the main players in the insurance industry, such as Generali and Allianz, which are strategic partners of the school as well from an economic point of view. We will go back naming these companies while speaking about the scholarships that the school can offer to our best students, to the best students. When we speak about specifically the relations with the business world and the program, the MIRM itself, we focus on these companies, major companies, which are sponsoring the school, giving the school the possibility to attract talented people. We will speak as well with Omar, which is here with us today, which is one of the talents selected thanks as well to the support of Assicurazioni Generali. Going to what the relationship with companies mean, of course, we know that if you decide to take and to invest on your studies and you're willing to go through a specific master, specialized master as the MIRM program is, you're willing to then find a job, right? So the school supports students in this process. It's a process, of course, through different activities. Mainly we start at the beginning of the program, working closely together on the tools that you need in order to then be able to present yourself on the job market. And from the second part of the program, so from January, February on, we start inviting companies here at school, at the premises. You have the possibility to meet top managers, HR's managers, having the possibility to run individual interviews, exploring different opportunities that our sponsor and partner companies do offer to our students. All of these activities are aimed at reaching some numbers, and we're happy to share these numbers with you. The first one, which is the placement. We collect this information 6 months after your graduation. So we have collected the data related to Tommaso's cohort, which was a very good result. 90% of Tommaso colleagues are working, and happy to say that Tommaso is among the 90%. And of course, then when we go through and more in details about that number, because it's just a number, we like to say that people employed there are working mainly in the professional areas related to the program. So the majority is in the insurance industry, consultancy is there, but bank and finance institutions, and of course we have a lower percentage of people working in different industry, mainly I would say in areas and roles related to the program itself. Again, if we develop the 60% of the insurance industry, we realize that these careers are as financial analysts, more technical positions as actuary. We have, of course, and this we will go back speaking as well with our guests, that the program is, of course, a technical program. We love to have people coming from technical backgrounds, but we love to have as well people coming from more qualitative backgrounds. Example, law and compliance officers usually rely on the people coming from different backgrounds. Of course, we have people working as brokers, underwriters, controller, and of course, others. Just to give you a first overview. I was saying before that the collaboration with the business world is giving us the possibility as well to attract talents from all over the world. We do offer corporate scholarships, which are up to 100%. To name the most important ones, we are currently running the selections for the call for scholarships offered by Assicurazioni Generali. We have 3 full scholarship offered by Assicurazioni Generali. You can find this information on our website, but just to name the 3 scholarships available, it's the one in memory of Diego Sastre, the one in memory of Professor Ermanno Pitacco, who was our former academic director, and the one offered by Alleanza Fondazione Gasbarri, which is part of Assicurazioni Generali Group. The 4th full scholarship is offered by Allianz Italia. But there are not only the full scholarships available for those not, let's say, responding to the criteria of the full scholarship. They do have the possibility to apply and to be awarded partial scholarships, which can be up to 70%. So scholarship dedicated to specific citizenships, to females, to a specific degree and backgrounds. A short note, and then we will go back to this. You will be all automatically considered for a scholarship. So we ask you if you're interested in selecting a specific one to specify it once applying, but please feel free to know that we are willing to have the opportunity to support financially all of our applicants.
Okay, so now I take the floor to explain how to apply for being admitted to the program. The first step consists in filling in the online application that is available on our website. You will also be asked to not only fill this application, but also to attach your an updated CV, describing a little bit what you have done so far, starting from your university path, and then also going on with the work experience if you have any, even if I must underline that no previous work experience is required to apply for the Master in Insurance course. Once we receive your application, we will contact back and we'll ask you to provide some documents, among which a transcript of university grades, so the list of the courses you have taken and the grades, and also 2 contact persons that in case we can contact to collect more information on you. After we receive those documents, we will schedule a motivational interview with myself and with my colleague Barbara Bidotto. And then we will ask also you as candidates to take 2 tests that are conducted online, a logical test and a numerical test. Once we collect all the results after the interview and after we got the results of the tests, we'll submit all this information to our admission board, that will take a decision about your admission in around 10 days. And then we'll send you an email giving you the general outcome of your admission.
Thank you. Thank you to all of you for the insights to our attendees about the program. Now it's time to talk about Trieste, because it's of course a city that hosts our school, and that if you decide to apply for this program and you're admitted, you will be coming here in the next months. So what can we say about Trieste? So Trieste is a city that really has a great cultural heritage. It is a crossroads of relationships and knowledge transfer. It is a city that is an intersection of Central but also Eastern Europe. So this makes Trieste really a city of exchange of people, of ideas, of innovation. But Trieste is also the city of insurance. As you may know, Trieste is home to very important and big global insurance companies, but also it is a city of coffee. As you might know, the brand, global brand Illy Coffee is also from Trieste. Trieste is a port city, so and also a city with a lot of many scientific research. We say Trieste is a cosmopolitan and intercultural city. Basically because of the really international presence you can find here of people that come to study, of researchers. So many researchers are also international, even though it's not a tremendously big city. It's like quite a small, like normal size, I would say, but it's also cosmopolitan, and it is by the sea and by the mountains. So you have both in case you like better the sea or better the mountains. And also there is Il Sole 24 Ore, which is a financial newspaper that usually ranks Italian cities for their quality of life. And Trieste mainly is always in the top positions of this ranking. We're going to talk also with our MIRM graduate, Tommaso, and with our student, Omar, about their experience in Trieste. We just wanted to show you some of the campuses available. We have a students' residence in collaboration with MIB and other office in Trieste, public office. We offer some students' residence, and there's also a brand new campus that was opened by the end of last year that has this students' residence, and the campus have like their bar, cafeteria, their gym, the dorm. So we have different options to offer you, and the school gives support and guidance to candidates in finding an accommodation. And just to give you an idea, let's say, of the costs of living in Trieste. So I'm not going to go in detail to each item, but as you can see, you can rent a double room, which would be like the more economic option, or you can also rent a single room in a shared apartment. You can also decide to rent a single apartment, go to the campus, to the students' residence, and all of those options. But let's say that to give you a monthly total for one person, just to give you a number, we would say that a reasonable budget for one person would be from 700 to 800 euro per month. Also take into consideration that, as I was saying when I introduced the school, we have a cafeteria here at MIB Trieste offering lunch at a special price for students that goes around 6 and 7 euro. But instead of talking me like a lot of Trieste, maybe Tommaso. So I want to explain our attendees that Tommaso, our MIRM graduate, is Triestino. He's a local in Trieste. So you will have a perspective of a local in Trieste. And also we have Omar, but he's from Sardinia, an island at the very south of Italy. So he came from the very south of Italy to the north of Italy to join our program. So maybe you can give our attendees better insights on Trieste, your experience here, and so on.
Yeah, but as you said, hello everybody. Yes, I am Tommaso. I'm from Trieste, so I've been studying here my whole life, I'd say. I spent some time abroad, so I also lived in some other countries and in some other cities for a while, but always coming back. So I think as an interesting city is, talking by my experience, it seems like strange to be so in line with what they said in terms of cosmopolitan and international city, but I do think that is true. Also, is a very inclusive city in terms of religion, or in terms of how to say, also passions, such as you said, the sea, the mountains, whatever you like, you have in here. Of course, in terms of clubs and nightlife, is a bit less than some other cities, but it can offer always an interesting insight. So, for my experience, is a good opportunity also because. Given the international culture of the city, you can find I think you can find space for whoever you are, which is somehow interesting, and is always welcoming, I think. So this is my experience of the city, but I'm talking from Triestino, so it's different. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me and ask me whatever you want. I'm available, of course, on all the social network and whatever. So just to let you know.
If I may add, Tommaso, it's an important point to be underlined is that Trieste is also a safe city.
Yeah.
This is something that might be it is worth mentioning because especially for ladies, it is important to say that you can go out during also the evening in Trieste with no particular, let's say, concern about what might happen when you are going back home, maybe after midnight or after midnight.
That's true. I confirm it as the girl, the woman here. I confirm it. We have a safe city. Interesting. What's your opinion on this?
As a current student, what I really like about Trieste, what I like the most is the international environment, as Tommaso said, because I had the chance to get to know a lot of people from all over the world. So. Eastern Europe, Africa, Asia, Latin America, and that really gave me a lot of different perspectives. And I wasn't born and raised here in Trieste, so I think that the entertainment in Trieste is quite nice. I like it. Probably he finds it boring because he was born and raised here, but I appreciate it.
Yeah, I had fun too in Trieste.
I have to say that. I know the Latin American people usually are very partying people, so that is not that kind of life.
Here, these images that we're sharing with you, it's also, let's say, the some of the leisure part and our activities we also offer at MIB. So, well, the PwC picture you see in the middle, of course, that's not a leisure activity. That's a study tour we are offering also. As for example, some of our current students are now in Milan in a study trip, a study tour, and they visited PwC, they visited Allianz, they visited AXA today, right? And so different companies. Also, these participants from MIRM last year in their visits to Generali. Then also just to show you the toast we do in special moments or holidays, as for example the Christmas toast. You might be wondering also this big flag with a girl here. So this is basically the event that we participate in, which we participate every year. It's the NBA Cup. It's a football cup. And even if it's called NBA Cup, it doesn't mean that only NBA participants can join. Of course, also participants from the Master in Insurance may join. And this in the snow is a trip that also we organize each year, which is, we call it MIB on the Snow. And yes, it's a trip to go all together to the snow, to ski. If you don't ski, there's also a nice spa with pools, with warm pools and all of that. So just to show you that there's also this, let's say, social. Yeah, it's not only study.
But there is to study as well, right? So it's not just.
You tell us. So how much do you study with MIRM, and what about like the leisure and social activities? Could you share something about this?
I mean, you're live.
So I think that during the first months, we mainly do the fundamentals because they want to make sure that everyone has the same background. And after that, the master goes deeper in insurance and business subjects. And the master is quite intense, but it's doable. there are both exams and individual and group projects, but I think there is enough time to achieve every exam and every project.
Perfect. So I don't know if anyone wants to add something, or maybe we're missing something, or we could go directly with that.
Just to let, maybe because I also can share my experience about the study. For example, I don't have a technical background. I did international relations, and I've been working for a couple of years in financial consultancy. And then I decided to change my life and try something different. So I started the program. So coming with a background which is not so specific in technical subjects is somehow very demanding, I think. So this is just to be very fair and honest with you, everybody. The school is also about studying, is about scheduling, and is about respect the schedule, the timing, and everybody's work. So this is also something very important, and I think that it is very. I'm talking for myself because I did it last year, but somehow it's also at the very end you realize that you can be grateful and proud of what you did, because even if you didn't have the background to study some topics with the school, you can collect enough knowledge to, of course, pass the exam. This is something which should not be the first aim, I think. The first aim should be like to learn. So I think that, to be fair, it is a very intense and quite demanding program. And I think that it's also give the value that you can get at the end of the program. You can realize it, maybe not while doing it, but maybe a bit after. But this is something very important. And again, if you have any other doubt, just ask now.
Yes, and there is a big variety of students with different backgrounds, so we try to help each other too. So
it's a working group progress.
Yeah, exactly.
So the classroom is not only diverse in terms of citizenships and that coming from different parts of the world, but also in background.
Yeah.
And this is helpful.
Yes.
For people who's weak in some subject, it's very helpful.
But I'm sure you managed to share your experience as well. So it's a matter of giving and sharing.
Exactly.
Taking and
Probably
sharing.
yes. I hope so.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, great. So if nobody has nothing to add, maybe we can go through the questions that I saw. We are receiving many of them. So let's go from the beginning. From John, good day. Please advise on the following. So several questions here.
We're ready.
First, how a typical semester looks like for distance learning students, where neither of you did it distance learning. So maybe one of us should answer.
My typical semester. First of all, I must say this, I must provide this information. You probably mean part-time students, because distance learning students who decide to attend full-time will follow the same schedule as the students who are on premises. So it doesn't change anything. While it changes for part-time students because they split, let's say, the 60 credits corresponding to a certain number of courses over a period of 18 months. So this means that probably in the first semester, the part-time candidates may choose to follow the main fundamentals, which are usually the first courses that are delivered. And then they can decide to attend some of the courses in the first year and then postpone the others for the second academic year. So let's say the commitment for the first year for part-time students is less intense, of course, than the full-time students.
Yeah. Thank you, Maria Antonietta. If I could just add something, as you perfectly answered, of course, in terms of learning for long distance, instead of learning in taking into consideration that online participants are synchronized at the same time with the on-campus cohort, learning is the same, and also because we offer the right, let's say, technologies to have the same high education, like high quality education.
Distance learning students may participate actively in the sessions, because our classroom is equipped so as to allow this this participation, this active on learning, distance learning participation. So students can listen to what is going on in the classroom and also can raise their hands virtually, of course, and then take the floor to ask questions and also to add comments or anything they wish to.
Of course, joining on campus is
It's much better.
It's more
If
enriching.
it's possible, yes.
Okay.
I recommend, if it's possible, to attend full-time on campus.
And also for people who's on campus, it's much easier to work with people in the campus because working with people online sometimes is somehow difficult. Of course, we know that on working place it is necessary, but unless it is strongly necessary, I also recommend to stay in person here because it is a completely different experience for all the sides. Also for people who's in person here.
Sure. Thank you. Okay, second question. A split of fees payable for those taking the distance learning hybrid option.
No difference.
Yeah.
The same procedures of application selections and payment skills. So the remaining fees on charge of the candidate are divided into 3 installments to be paid. The first one by the beginning of the master, the second one by January 2026, and the third and last one by April 2026. Same for online, on campus, full-time, part-time students.
Perfect, thank you. Third question from John. Does the program have any elective units?
Yes, we offer around 10 elective courses, among which our candidates can choose 3-4 of them, more or less. At least they must get 4.5 credits from elective activities. And they focus on different topics. Some are related to general management, some others to insurance, some others to strategies, to digital marketing, reinsurance. So very different topics are offered.
Perfect, thank you. And the fourth question from John. Please make some mentions on any dissertations, project, essays as part of the master program. Yeah. If you're a graduate
working on.
or current student, yes.
Yeah, I mean, there is, and that is the question. I mean, I didn't really get the question.
Yes,
So
maybe you can mention your thesis.
Just
Exactly.
the title.
The topic.
Okay, the topic. My topic, for example, was about enterprise risk management and how to integrate in sustainable processes. So this is my topic, and so but it's somehow also, if we can spend some time on dissertation, is somehow interesting because the approach of the school is different from many others. So you do not choose, for example, I'm talking from the Italian typical procedure. You do not choose the professor, but based on the topic, the school try to find the best professor for your topic, which is somehow the opposite direction as you usually do. So it's not that you choose a professor and you work with it, but first you work on what you're interested in, and then they try to find a solution, the best solution for you. So this is somehow it works. So again, if you have any passion or something you're interested in, you can go through it, and they will support you in that way.
Perfect.
Okay,
Thank
on.
Okay, another question from MD Rayanul. Sorry if I didn't say it correctly. Degree and qualification scholarship 70%. Please explain it more details.
Really present.
Basically, they're open to all of the applicants. There is no need for specific degree or specific qualification. There are some specific degrees which has to be you have to be compliant with for the full scholarship. But for the partial one, everyone will be considered. And I think I will be already spoiling an answer to another question, which is related to the application and motivational part, which is in the admission process in general. So what we really look for in a candidate, apart from, of course, an interest for the specific topic, is motivation. Because as we realized from Omar and Tommaso, the master is a demanding program. You need to be very concentrated. And of course, if you're motivated, everything can be done in a way. So no specific requirements apart from those requested by the companies for their specific call for scholarships.
Perfect. Thank you, Barbara. Alex Newbound asks, hello, I would like to know what is a typical daily timetable for a MIRM student. Thank you.
Please, Omar.
It's you.
Okay, so generally it starts from 9 a.m. and it finishes at 6 p.m. So it is quite intense, but it isn't the case. It doesn't work like that every day necessarily. So depending on the period, we also have exams. So sometimes the schedule is not so strict, but generally
It's quite tight.
it is quite tight, and you have to expect to be a full-time student.
Yeah, thank you. Well, that's
because apart from going to classes from 9 to 6, you also have to study, of course. So
yes, but that's how we always present it and inform about it. It's a full-time master program.
Yes, it is very concentrated, I would say.
It's very demanding in terms of time. That's why we say it's a full master.
Yeah,
because you, and also if it might be if you might be interested in, usually some courses are like 3 days because a specific professor comes for 3 days, and so it is an intense course of 3 days, always on the same topic. But on average, I would say that very often, I don't know if also this year, you do one topic in the morning and then you might change the topic in the afternoon. So it's like a continuous changing. So it's demanding in terms of time, but also in terms of focus, really.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now let's go to the next question. Say, hi, any statistics on the number of international students that are able to get a job offer in Italy?
This is a good question, of course. It is very difficult to give statistics because it depends on the opportunities open for that current edition and as well the profiles that we are working with. What I would say and would like to share is that we do have both, of course, positive experience of international students who managed to remain in Italy. I think a colleague of yours, Tommaso, from Vietnam, is currently working in Trieste. As well, we have international students which find opportunities not only in Italy, but in Europe in general. It must be said that, of course, it is much easier in a way to find a position if you speak the local language. So if you're willing to remain in Europe and in a specific country, try to learn a bit of Italian or speak maybe Spanish or German or French. The negative experience is mostly related to bureaucracy. So visa, work permit issues which are related not to the skills or to the opportunity itself, but it's a matter really of bureaucracy. But again, what the approach that the school has is a personalized approach. So each situation will be discussed together and personally with the candidate.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Another question is from Rayanul saying, I would like to know if there are any tuition fee waivers or special offers available for students from developing countries.
Again, no. Each candidate has the same opportunities.
Exactly. Thank you. Matteo Pesce, thank you. Is a part-time option available just for people already working in insurance companies? Can part-time students attend the program according to their needs?
The part-time option is open to any candidate working in any company, in principle, provided he or she has a sufficient flexibility in managing both master commitment and specific job commitment, of course, because part-time option means that a candidate can, as I said before, can take the program over a longer period, I mean over 18 months, but with, let's say, the constraint that he must follow the class of the course he has selected synchronously together with the full-time participants, so during the working week.
This is, if I can say something on this, because of course, in every company, you can choose the hybrid opportunity, but the partners usually are more flexible. So because we had, in my class, we had many people working in, for example, in Generali, and they had the chance, because the company gave them the chance to attend live the lecture. And I think that sometimes might be more difficult for some other companies to be as flexible as some partners. So
Perhaps you are referring to the part-time participants from Generali.
Yes,
But
they are
they were sponsored
Yes,
by
exactly.
the company, so
Exactly.
a specific case.
Exactly. This is to answer.
Yes.
I think that it's difficult might be difficult to combine the needs of the company and the needs of the school if the company is not as flexible as the school, such as partners who are. This is because we had many people from that.
Okay, thank you very much. To go on, because we're receiving many questions. Mantam, what are the destinations available for a student exchange?
But we have exchange program with some business school in France, in United States, and in Spain that are most suitable for our students.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And she also asks, or he also asks, is it guaranteed for the school to offer accommodation to students? Any chances that students need to look for accommodation by themselves?
The school offers support in finding an accommodation.
Exactly.
Of course, we cannot guarantee that we will find the right accommodation, but for sure, a colleague of ours will be sharing all the opportunities, all the different options, and then it will be, of course, up to your, let's say, budget, to your standards, deciding which is the right accommodation. For sure, there is the support not only for the accommodation, but as well for the visa application process.
Exactly. Thank you very much. If you agree, I'll go with the longer one. So, okay. So, I'd like to ask about the part-time 24th month MIRM. For someone who wishes to continue working while studying in different time zones, since the online version of the program is conducted live and in real time currently with the in-person sessions and require at least 70% attendance. So the questions are, do part-time students follow the same course schedule and same pace as full-time students, but simply spread the load over 2 years? That means if they postpone certain courses, it will be taken the following year because the courses offered once a year. If they don't, they will complete the program in 1 year, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It is right.
Perfect. And second question, for students in different time zones, real-time participation may fall during working hours. How feasible is to attend real-time classes while working full-time? Would part-time students still need to take time off from work regularly? Thank you.
Okay, it's more simple for students that live in Asia, in the Middle East, more difficult, generally speaking, according to our experience, for people that are living in America, South America, because they have to attend starting from 1-2 p.m. For 8 hours, and in Middle of Far East they can start I don't know in the afternoon and go on till noon till yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Next question. How do you suggest to prepare for the admission process? Well, we answered that.
Yes, I think we can go through the other ones which are related. So, of course, what do you need to prepare to have your full package of documents required? GMAT is not a compulsory part of the documentation that we ask for. If you do have it, please feel free to share it with us. No professional experience, as Antonietta was saying at the beginning, is required. So you can graduate and then come to attend our master. And I think that, as we said before, motivation for sure. Level of English is tested during the motivational interview. Of course, for non-Italian students, the interview itself is completely held in English, while for Italian candidates, we have a session of English during the motivational interview as well. I see another question related to how many people usually get admitted to the program. We do not have a limit of numbers, so if not based on the spots available in our classes. Again, we are open to consider talented candidates till really the very beginning of the master program. And if we find the right talent, we will find space for him or her.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Barbara. And then we have also another question saying, when would I have to apply for the exchange program in terms of time, and what is the application procedure if I plan to complete the master's degree in 1 year?
So no, the exchange program is something which is offered and better explained during the program itself. So you will have time to understand what it means and what you have to do. And if you're speaking about the application procedures for the 1 year program, it's the same application, part-time, full-time again, the conditions are always the same. And the deadline is for non-European candidates, if I'm not wrong, the 6th of August,
yes,
while for European candidates till the end of August. So you have time. Nevertheless, we suggest you, if you have already the idea of attending the program, to start the selection process as soon as you can. We are very quick in going through the whole steps. And then I would say that from when you send your application to when you receive our final feedback, if everything goes on smoothly, it takes more or less 2 weeks' time. For international students, we suggest, as I said before, to apply earlier, because we know that the visa application process takes time. So the sooner you start, the better it is.
And the scholarships,
scholarships
are available at the beginning, but how we go on to the beginning of the master program, we give the scholarship to different participants.
Right. And the full scholarships, you can find the deadlines for each scholarship listed on the website. So basically, full scholarships application deadline is from mid-June till end of June.
Exactly. Thank you. And then I would say the last question that we received is from Medine Sinani. Hello, I would like to know about the attendance or participation. Should you share certificate or you are present at the university? Because I came later. Best regards. I don't think I quite understood the question.
The question is not clear. Can you please explain better, maybe, Medine?
Or you can write to us by email.
Yes, also.
We will give you all the information that you need.
Let's go
or
to
we can organize a call.
Yes. Yes. So if you want, you can email me, as I'm here, the recruiter officer. You can email me at here.
Speaking about the documents required to apply, we will ask you to present your degree certificate, transcript, reference people. We need these documents before arranging the motivational interview. But of course, for everyone, feel free to contact us for more details. And I think as well, Omar and Tommaso are happy to share their contacts if somebody
sure. On LinkedIn contact, or if you need the email, the school for sure has my email. So feel free to contact us.
Thank you.
Mario. Okay. So Tommaso, così? Yes? Cortivo,
Yeah.
right? So you can find Tommaso Cortivo on LinkedIn. And Omar Melis.
One
One L. Okay. Omar Melis.
There we are.
So yes, that are their LinkedIn profiles, and you can email me gisela.chiarella@mip.edu for further inquiries, questions that you might have. And thank you very much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Next one, bye. Thank you.